Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at how we can reverse an integer. So really what this video is about is breaking our programs up into methods that perform some functionality. And so we can build up larger programs from smaller methods that do a particular thing. So in this video we're going to write a method that reverses the digits of an integer. For example, if we enter the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into our program, it would display the results 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to write this method, then we're going to call it from the main method, and we're going to use data obtained from the user so it can calculate the reverse of any integer. So over in Eclipse, let's create a new Java project, and I will call this integer reverse. And to this we will add a new class, and I'll call this integer reverse as well. Okay. So, unlike what we've done in previous videos, we're not going to start with our main method here. Instead, we're going to write our reverse method. So this is going to be a public static method, same as what main is, and it's going to be a void method. Now, void is the return type for this method. Actually, void is a special keyword in Java, which means no return type. So our method that we're going to write is going to perform some action, but it isn't going to return a result back to the caller. And we'll look at that a bit more later. So the method is going to be called reverse, and it's going to take one parameter. It's going to take an int, which is the number that we're going to reverse. So just so we're clear, this is the method signature. Okay, the name of the method is reverse. It is a void method, so it's not going to return a result, and it's a public static method, same as main. And it takes one parameter called number, which is an int. Okay, so how do we go about reversing the digits in this number? Well, the way we do it is by dividing by 10, or actually using the modulus symbol to work out the remainder if we divided by 10. So let's demonstrate this real quickly. Actually, what we might do is do a main method. And I'm just going to print something out real quick just to demonstrate this. So let's say we have 7 modulus 10. So what this will do is give us the remainder if we had divided 7 by 10. So let's run this, and you can see that when it's ready, yes, we need to save. We can see here that it returns 7. So this gives us a hint as to how we're going to reverse it. Because if I put 17 here now and run this program again, we still get 7. So that gives you an idea of how we're going to do this. We're going to get the last digit by doing a modulus with 10, and then we're going to divide the number by 10 to basically chop that number off. And then when we do the modulus again, we're going to get 1 in this case. So that gives you an idea of how we're going to go about doing this. So we need to keep going as long as we still have a number left. In other words, while the number does not equal 0. So while number does not equal 0, and then what we're going to do is, oops, that p is not supposed to be there. We're going to get the remainder, so int remainder equals number modulus 10, so exactly what we did just up here. And now we're going to print out that digit that is the remainder. So system.out.print remainder. And now we're going to divide the number by 10 so we can keep going. So number equals number divided by 10. And that is basically exactly what we've done up here, except with a loop. So we're going through all the digits here, and then once we get to the last digit, number will equal 0, and we'll break out of the loop. So now, let's actually write the body of our main method to do something useful. So the first thing we're going to do is ask the user for an integer. So system.out.println, actually not println, just print. Enter an integer. And now we're going to read this data from the keyboard, so we need a scanner object. So java.util.scanner you don't have to always import the package or import a class. If you fully qualify the name like this, Java will let you go just fine. So input equals new java.util.scanner, and we're reading from system.in. Okay, and now we're going to read the number. So we need a variable, int number equals input.nextInt. And now we're just going to call reverse. So we're calling our method and we're passing in this variable to the method. So let's run this and see what happens. So enter an integer. Let's enter 17, which is the number we put in the number we hard coded just before. And we get 71. So that looks like it's working. Let's enter a bigger number this time. So let's enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome! Our reverse method is working exactly as we intended. So really, that sums up this video. Just to summarize, in this video what we really did was demonstrate how to write a void method. Now, a void method is a method that does not return a result. It can still do work, it just doesn't return a result back to the caller. And we call this method in our program to perform some action. In this case, we wrote a method that reversed the digits of an integer. So with that, that's it for this video. Thanks.